Hey guys, welcome back. Looks like we have it. The BR rating changes are in. The F4C Phantom is now a 10.3 plane. The F100 is now a 10.0. Everything else is pretty much the same in the US tree. There's some oddballs like the FJ has now moved down to 8.7. F86, F2, I believe that was at 9.0. It might have been 9.3, but it's moved down at least to 9.0 if it was up to 9.3. The F86 F25 remains at 9.0. The F86A A5 did get downgraded to 8.7. I don't know if this one performs much different than the 25. They have similar stats. I don't have this one fully spaded, so hard to say. But I think they're similar. Would have to test that out. 25 might be a little bit better. That could be why that's obviously a little higher. Nothing different in the Navy line. Everything's still 8.3, which is kind of ridiculous that the F9 F2 is the same as the F9 F8. Should be downgraded. At least the F9 F2 should probably be downgraded a little bit, but it is what it is. It's better at least. Moving on to Germany, the MiG-19S, obviously 10.3. That's good. Now it's not going to face it wouldn't have faced Abyss before anyway. 10.3, these 9.3s might face it, but at least they're capable planes of dealing with it. There would be more of a support role, I would imagine. Not as familiar with the German tree, obviously, as I am with the American lines, but I have flown my share of MiG-15 and 17s in the Russian tree. Speaking of Russian, MiG-17 remains at 9.0, MiG-19 PT 10.3, MiG-21 10.3. Nothing really surprising here. I am surprised that the Yak 30 is up to 8.3. I think that might have been updated in an earlier patch though, but over the 23. Similar speed, I think. Moving on to Britain. Hunter F1 is 9.0 while the Hunter F6 is 10.0, so none of the supersonics in the 10.3 will ever see the Hunter F1. That is a big change because now whenever you see a Hunter and you're in a 10.3 plane, you can guarantee that it is not the F1. It will be the F6. So that does help. Swift F1 and F7 I think these are the same. So we should be good there. I don't have much for Japan. I pretty much gave up on the tree a long time ago. It was just too similar to other trees. So don't get me started with China. Speaking of too many similarities, we got way too many copy-paste planes here that I won't even get into right now. Italy, G91 series have been kind of downgraded, while the G91YS is up a little bit, I believe, from 9.3. CLs roughly where they were in the other trees. F86K is a 9.0, which I'm not sure if this is the missile version or not. And then we have the French tree, not much different here from before. So what does all this mean? Well, we have a lot more parity in the lower top tier than we had before. when we have more parity in the top tier that we had before. 10.3s are going to be matched up with 10.3s, and those that really can't handle supersonics, for the most part, are going to be able to deal with those and have decent speed and armament to be at least a support role. Is it perfect? No, not by any means. But at least we're getting to a point where we can spread this out a little bit more and have a little bit more competition. Now, you're wondering why. Why didn't they do this in the beginning? Well, think about it. When you have only a few percentage of people that are able to actually, use these supersonic jets, there's going to be no competition. The amount of time between matches is going to be astronomical. So they had to compress it at the beginning to at least give room for these rank 6 vehicles and top tier jets some breathing room. So as more and more people get into those jets, the more they can decompress the top levels. Makes a lot of sense from that standpoint. So if you think about it, I think we're good there. Having top tier for, as they expand top tier, you're probably going to see that tactic used more and more. You might see planes that supersede the 10.3s in the 10.7, 11.0 range. We have to do that just so that there's, limited time between matches. If you continue to, expand these too early, decompress them too early, then you risk, not having enough people that can populate these matches, and that is much more detrimental, at least engage in size. Okay? So it makes sense from that standpoint. Well, anyway, that's my feedback. Feel free to subscribe or at least talk about any of the issues that you see concerning top tier and the BR compression rating. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later.